Welcome to Safety First Firearms Training and Consultants. This is Master Instructor Kenneth Thornton. Congratulations on being in law enforcement. The subject of raw use of force. This is about one of the most serious responsibilities an officer holds. It is about the use of force. This lesson is for every sworn member of the department. It applies to you on duty. It applies to you off duty. Our primary mission must always be the preservation of life. De-escalation is not just a technique. It is our first principle. Force is a tool used only when absolutely necessary. When used, it must be proportional to the threat faced. It must be reasonable. It must be a last resort, not a first response. Split-second decisions can alter lives forever. A use of force incident can end in serious injury. It can end in death. Used correctly, force can prevent great harm. It can stop a violent act in its tracks. Officers must make sound, rapid decisions under immense pressure. The department provides a clear framework to guide those choices. This framework is not a rigid set of rules. It is a guide, a cognitive map to help officers navigate complex situations safely and lawfully, protecting themselves. Understanding this framework is not optional. It is fundamental to the job. The community places its trust in officers to wield authority with wisdom and restraint. Every interaction tests that trust. Misusing force erodes trust. It damages the relationship between police and the people they serve. Thoughtful, justified use of force. Even better, successful de-escalation of a volatile situation. Both reinforce public confidence. It shows the officer as guardian and protector, committed to the well-being of every person in the community they serve. The stakes could not be higher. Measured in lives, measured in community trust, measured in the integrity of the justice system. That is why this matters so deeply. Not just following rules to avoid discipline. Upholding the highest ideals of policing. Justifiable. Ethical. De-escalation is the cornerstone of modern policing. It is not a passive strategy. It is an active and skillful process. It involves using words and actions to slow a situation down and reduce the level of danger. Simple, calm commands can be a powerful tool, giving clear warnings, providing helpful advice. The goal is to gain voluntary compliance. When a person chooses to follow commands, the need for physical force often vanishes completely. This is the safest outcome for everyone involved. A critical part of de-escalation is understanding the why behind a person's non-compliance. Officers should try to determine if there are underlying issues: mental health crisis, under the influence of drugs or alcohol, language barrier, medical condition, diabetes, or hearing impairment. An officer who takes a moment to assess can tailor their approach. Using patience and tactical communication can resolve situations before they escalate. The first resort should always be to talk. Calm tone of voice, non-threatening posture. To master the use of force, one must first understand its language. Certain terms are critical. An asphyxiating restraint is any hold that stops a person from breathing. This is profoundly dangerous and is strictly prohibited unless performed by medical professionals in an emergency. A neck restraint, which applies pressure to the neck and can stop breathing or blood flow, is banned. Its use is a serious violation and demands immediate medical aid and reporting. Deadly force is force that can cause serious bodily injury or death. It is reserved for only the most extreme circumstances, when an officer or another person faces an imminent threat of the same. The legal standard for judging any use of force is objective reasonableness. This is not about what an officer felt in the moment. It is about what a reasonable, trained officer would have done in the exact same situation. Section 4. A measured response. The spectrum of less lethal options. When de-escalation fails and force becomes necessary, officers have a range of tools designed to control a threat without causing death. These are known as less lethal options. They exist to bridge the gap between verbal commands and deadly force. One common tool is OC spray or pepper spray. It causes temporary but intense eye pain, tearing, respiratory distress, which can help an officer gain control over a resisting individual. It provides a way to subdue someone while minimizing the risk of lasting physical injury to them. Another option is the ASP baton, a collapsible steel stick. It is primarily a defensive tool used to create distance or to apply pressure to specific points on the body to gain compliance. It is not intended to be used as a blunt instrument for striking, but as a tool for control. The 40mm launcher, which fires large sponge rounds, allows an officer to apply significant impact from a safer distance. This can be crucial for stopping a dangerous person who is advancing, but may not yet justify the use of deadly force. These tools give officers options to respond proportionately to the threat they face. The electronic control device, commonly known by the brand name Taser, is another critical, less lethal tool. Section 5. Drawing the line. Prohibitions and reporting mandates. There are clear lines that an officer must never cross. Force is only permissible to prevent harm, to protect life, to lawfully effect an arrest. It must never be used as a form of punishment. It must never be used for revenge or for personal satisfaction. Crucially, force must never be motivated by bias. Using force because of someone's race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or any other personal characteristic. That is not just wrong. It is a profound violation of an officer's oath and the law itself. Such actions are strictly forbidden and will be met with severe consequences. Department policy, specifically GO-RAR 9011.07, provides the explicit rules of engagement. The guiding principle is necessity. Force should only be used when it is necessary. When it is used, it must be the least amount of force that will effectively and safely bring a situation under control. Section 6. The officer's path. A commitment to calm, care, and control. The duty to use force responsibly is a heavy burden, but it is also a profound trust. The ultimate goal, in every call, on every shift, is safety for all. Protecting the community, protecting fellow officers, protecting the subjects with whom we interact. De-escalation must be more than a policy. It must be a reflex. It must be the first thought, not an afterthought. Every use of force must be lawful. It must be necessary, and it must be fair. Officers are expected to act with care, with compassion, and with an unwavering respect for human dignity. The framework is your guide. The rules are your boundaries, but your judgment is your most critical asset. In the heat of the moment, an officer must consider a multitude of factors,